grinding points consistently, more so on Storm Point, but better performances on World's Edge. Now it is map number 1, 2, and 3, and you've got to know, Furia are going to be there or thereabouts when we get to regionals, and you better believe they're going to be at LAN, because it would be criminal if they weren't. This team is one of the best.
When you talk about the best, though, it's crazy that for most of the season, gentlemen, we haven't talked about Optic, but not in the last few weeks. That switch you said from Storm Point to World's Edge and finishing off on Storm Point had them a bit perplexed and confused. Dupe admitted it himself. They had to go back to the drawing board, kind of relearn how to approach this, and they've switched, and it's done wonders for them. Bloodhound, Bangalore added up into their lineup, and clutches like what we've seen from Duplex is a sign that this team is starting to work together here and be firing on all cylinders. When they do that, we know that they are the most dangerous team in final zones. We know that Skittlecakes has put himself in a position to study the game and be one of, if not the most prepared player in the entire world in Apex Legends. Can they put it all together here in one last day and crack the top 10, maybe secure a spot for LAN? That is something that we will be waiting to see. But I certainly know they won't be going home without a fight. Gentlemen, what an amazing start to this. And if you want to see these stories, and if you're watching at home, there's a way to do it. It's called Multiview. If you join us here in the ALGS, year 3, like year 2, has this amazing opportunity for you to go into the command center and follow along with your favorite perspectives from each and every team. That means you can hear their team comps, you can see their rotations, you can watch their final fights, and you can know how they play the ring and whether they're in a good spot, a bad spot, or at least see the story of how it all unfolded. Go into the command center, choose the team's perspectives that you want to watch to up-level your ALGS year 3 experience. Because I tell you what, there are some great moments that you can catch on it. And for those who are just joining us, and if you haven't used Multiview before, we've got a nice little segment to give you a teaser of the moments that you might have missed from Multiview.
They're getting shot.
I'm gonna go use it.
Okay. You gotta wait for me to come out though.
Yep.
Go, White. Put a low wall down on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, beat them.
No, no.
There's two teams. There's two teams. They can't do anything.
That's a different team in there.
Yep. I'm gonna try to fly you guys. Door.
Yep.
I'm gonna get fences on the
Start the
outside.
EMP.
I'm trying to get fences on the outside.
Do it now.
They're correct. Everyone's correct. I'm trying to use my drone to block bullets.
Just break the door if you have to.
I'm in though. Punch me back.
I am.
Back.
It's okay, they can't push. There's another team.
Res.
I got a Phoenix for you.
About
Pop in
now.
this corner. Pop in this corner.
We're good. I'm going out after the first arc.
Pop check.
I'm good on me.
They're gonna peek this. They're gonna peek this.
Yep.
Pop in the back.
They're gonna go left.
I'm pushing with you.
Play some nice.
Give me down, Mom. Give me down.
He might have saw me.
They're gonna make a play off that bangle. Just don't move, take zone damage. That should be the team behind the tree. That and then blood on all and go. Wait for them to get trades. Yeah. Go to the little left tree. Stay there until they trade. Great for KP. Nice. Go height, go height. 1v1, 1v1. You have softs, grab that red soft.
Oh, love this. Dupe 1v3s basically.
Just wrap the height on the left, you got it.
Dupe ret's the best ret.
You're fine. The wall is unactivated. He's just sitting gun and knockdowns. He's swapping guns.
Use his own shield against him. Use his own ult against him. Let's go.
Yeah, nice.
Dupe carry. Dupe.
Mark, Dan, Complexity, Optic, moments of magic for Multiview.
Amazing stuff. Multiview, an amazing tool, and I mean, Complexity, what a play that was, right? Stealing away, it felt like the mobile respawn beacon, using the crypto drone, getting him back into the game. Monsoon back on his feet very soon after. When they made that play, 17 squads remaining. When we jumped in again, only 3 squads remaining. So that's the impact of that play.
And then you look at what happened for Optic. I mean, so calm with that communication, but huge for Duplex. Struggled a little bit at the start of this split, but this is going to do wonders for Optic's confidence going into regionals, going into today's competition. We saw what a good game week did for NRG. Maybe we can now see Optic at their very best after that incredible clutch.
Well, make sure to check out more moments like that in the command center with Multiview, and also make sure to keep it to the main broadcast as well. We bring up a couple of nice things that you may not find on that Multiview channel with those player perspectives, especially moments like this. Our What's in Your Pack presented by WD Black. Today we have one of my favorite features, and I think it's my favorite because it's clearly been the most impactful of the ones that we've looked at throughout this season. If you get this weapon, you are feeling pretty good.
RE?
Of course, I'm talking about the RE45.
Let's go.
Yeah, the RE45, a controller player's best friend.
Rather have that than the
especially in
Kraber,
those
honestly.
circles, right,
And
with the
hit
teams stacked
Kraber.
up upon each other. The speed at which you can just strip shields away is absolutely ridiculous, to be honest with you. You can get this thing in the hand. You see people going out of their way to make sure they are the team who are controlling it. You can see what the work of the Shubi's doing here. I mean, you just see numbers all over your screen. It's like just falling into a pit of bingo balls. It's just damage, 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 and you get wins so comfortably in those end games.
Honestly, it's just a weapon that in the right hands can change end games. You might not think it when it's just, you know, basically a pistol, but the fact it shreds like that, it can change everything.
Well, that was WD Black's What's in Your Pack. We're excited to highlight certain weapons that make a difference in Apex Legends, so stay tuned for those before the beginning of the broadcast. Let's go into the map schedule because we had alluded to the impact that it's had. Shifting away from World's Edge being the finisher is the more comfortable, longest standing map in Apex Legends competitive history, and now Storm Point is where we will end our day, which has given rise to teams who maybe are a little more aggressive, who like the style of being able to have some freedom, or maybe trying out new metas and leaning into them more than other teams who are more established on World's Edge feel comfortable doing. That is going to make for a great finale if it's anything like EMEA. But of course, if you like this show, and I'm sure you do if you're watching, and if you're just joining us, welcome. We're excited to have you. If you want to add some information on how we can get better, this QR code right here is going to be your way to do so. Take the survey, let us know how we can improve the ALGS. One of the things I saw earlier today was more interviews, and shoot, I mean, I love talking so much to our interview in Graceful, the winners of earlier today in EMEA. I would love to do it maybe at halftime, maybe beforehand. If you have suggestions like that on what you'd like to see in the ALGS, open your camera and click on that or show it onto that QR code and let us know your thoughts and your suggestions. All right, it's been really a fantastic day so far in EMEA. I mean, we took a big break and now we're in North America. If it's anything like that, we are in for a show, Mark. But I got a question I kind of want to lean into you for. With all the stories that we have in North America, who's got the most to prove?
I think it has to be. Oh, it's tough to say. You could argue that it's between SSG. I think they've got something to prove at the moment. They're outside of that top 9 LAN placement you want to be in, heading towards the regional finals. They've got to force their way in there today. You could say Fury have got something to prove, even with the circumstances they had right at the start of the season, where maybe they didn't have the perfect lineup to start the things off. Yeah. But they're not. You've got Optic, right? It's probably the biggest day in Optic's history since they signed for the brand, since they signed for the org. They have to perform today to give themselves even an opportunity at the regional finals to get into those LAN positions and not have to rely on going huge and claiming that match point victory.
Yeah, Dan, off the back of that, is anyone else standing out to you that has a story that maybe we haven't mentioned, or something that, you know, you feel they're fighting for that's a little bit worth a little bit more than some of our other teams today?
I think you've got to look at the top of the leaderboards as well. It's very easy for us to look at what's happening in the mid-table, what's happening at the bottom of the table. You've got to remember, TSM's still fighting to get first going into those regionals as well. And with match point format, we know how important it is to be leading overall going into LAN and the advantages that can provide. So we need to see TSM go big or just be slightly above average, as Mark mentioned earlier, and they should be holding that first spot.
Well, lads, the table is set. It's time to eat. North America kicks off its final day before we head into the regional finals. Let's see who can make it. And of course, let's send it over to two of the best in the business, Onset and Gaskin.
Thank you so much, Rain Day. Dan, I am so excited to get into these games today, my friends. Starting here on World's Edge for Groups B versus C. And the interesting thing to highlight as well,
going, boys?
just to keep our eyes towards the top of the leaderboard.
We want to watch.
TSM, right? TSM currently trailing Team Liquid at the moment by 14 points. Well, the last time that we saw these two groups, match up, TSM came out with 11 points, and then they came out with 15 points. So this is a tough lobby for TSM to produce the goods that they would need to in order to steal away that first place and going into regional finals be top of the table. So a lot of questions to be answered for TSM, but as we see that circle down, it looks like we might have a little bit of fragment, maybe going up towards Epicenter. An interesting zone for sure to start the day.
And one of the big reasons we spoke about maybe TSM's disappointing performances, you could say, when these groups match up, is about the teams who land around them. On World's Edge, they've got Optic Gaming very close to them. We know how good Optic can be in those 3v3 engagements. And over to Stormpoint, the likes of Furia are often trailing them when they're making their rotations, and we know how aggressive Furia can be. TSM have got to find a way to maybe get around that.
All right, let's see.
One bat 16 cells right now.
4 bats 8 cells and Otic's on me. Bat right here.
All right, do we have anybody getting ready to fight? Sentinels are ready to fight somebody.
They're currently sat in the overall rankings down in 11th place. Even though there's a couple of teams who are up in that top 9 spots, which of course is going to be the LAN qualification spots at the end of the regional finals on Sunday. They are outside of those spots at the start of play here. SSG, I want to see them have a big day, and I also want to see them converting on some of these top 5 placements and turning them into wins.
Yeah, SSG may be the opposite of Furia. They have a lot of success on World's Edge. They actually have the joint most amount of victories on World's Edge in this lobby. In fact, only 8 teams in this lobby have won a match on World's Edge, which is pretty crazy that 12 teams have not actually found a victory here on this map. So maybe that can give us an idea of who we think is going to be winning games. Furia, by the way, have not won a World's Edge map. All
Sentinels are fighting.
Knock on.
Nice.
All that.
They wiped the guard.
We have Gen down, so I can't really peek though. I only have 50 sniper. I'm just gonna save it.
Holy shit, they got fucking rolled.
The team Caustic Loba.
Yeah,
If they break our gen, they are gonna fuck us late game. Fucking nades and Caustic Loba.
That kind of sucks because we just give them a lot of loot.
That's fine.
You got one kill for that though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Be careful, this team's swinging out wide. We're not blowing out with him.
Yeah. And I'm playing along like right here, like isn't bad. They have to really wipe things. I think I'm actually safe, like right here.
I think my corner is the safest, probably.
Yeah, I'm just sliding in your corner. Can I play in your corner so I can drone?
But
They're
might land on the
not
tower
calling?
because there might be not there.
Past them.
I think we land on the tower. Evan, kill me on the tower, okay?
Yeah. One.
Yeah, it's fine.
Taking a little damage on the Valkyrie, not a whole lot.
Are they pushing Evan? Or Jordan?
He's on Q.
They're back behind the crafter area.
Okay. We should play back here north if we can. Actually, no, stay there.
Then go back up,
I'm 11-1.
I don't see this where the team went.
They might have ran away. Are they still there, Jordan?
I don't see them. I think they ran.
Okay.
They're there.
Okay, they're just not peeking.
Who's running from him? Is that Karasun or is that Season? Yeah, there's a couple teams right on
the
top
east
of each
side of
other.
World's Edge here, maybe where those train carts are currently being occupied. That's why you've seen those teams rotate so quickly. That's why you've seen them try and get those priority positions, and having a short rotation to do so means that they can get involved in what they think is going to be those end game positions extremely early here. Here is your map overhead. That's going to give you an idea at home at where everybody is currently set up and where everyone is currently trying to lock down. 100 Thieves making their rotation from survey camp over the bridge now towards some of that low ground, and on that bridge just outside of Climatizer, TSM already up on the very eastern side of this circle, just playing that mountainous area just outside of Overlook, and they've got some company in Space Station and Season as well. Optic though, they're the team to watch here. You can see in the bottom kind of the bottom right of that circle, hovering behind all of this damage that's being done as we see Karasuno fall out of the lobby a little bit early here.
Yeah, a lot of teams banking on Epicenter at the moment, but we have seen Zone 4 shifts away from Epicenter, so you don't want to go too heavy on trying to hold those areas. You need to get into a position on the map that will allow you to be a little bit more free with your movement once you see that Zone 4 pull. And for a
Season still hunkered down at the top. TSN is a hunt.
I'm not sure who tried it for me.
Is that a different team? Yeah, it might be
I think so. I think so.
Might have been. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a different team.
There is. Yeah, it is. This guy just free-fired me. Up there, Jen in mid. They might have to jump down.
Ooh, Optic's getting involved, looks like.
I'm 7-1.
The Horizon team coming behind them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start looking over these guys, bro.
Okay, I'm on the tower. Open cell.
The team died trying to get to the RV, it looks like.
Oh, whoopsie.
They're right on the edge of the circle right here. He's scouting around.
Still
Season maybe.
Team is gonna get. I think he just got knocked.
Watch our tunnel, let me know.
one did get knocked.
Team sliding into no name now.
Okay.
Optic.
I cracked Watson.
TSM still in the tower. We got Optic above, and we've got
Shot the perp.
Season down below. Skittle Cakes made
They just
shot.
knocked
Season
another.
shot.
They have 2 knocked now.
In between.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stuff there is.
We should probably wipe that.
There's a guy right here from the other team on the left.
Careful.
I'm getting shot by a Ghost Town. Watch out, he's on the left. They're just like trying to kill him.
Break the gen.
Yeah. They're falling. It's just the
Yep,
Watson alive.
TSM wiped.
They died.
Back up a bit.
They wipe that and see if they end up going playing against Optic.
This team is just double scouting over here.
Can you go back to height, Evan, please?
Yeah. Like I can't play high because the team behind us. He's gonna shoot me there.
Okay. I need to loot the bodies. Can we like see if we can loot these bodies?
Yeah, I'm coming over to you. I'm coming over to you.
I think we should all walk up.
They're just like sitting. This other team is.
Like Tripods is still Skyhook. With a crafter.
Looting the body right now. I got a bunch of cells.
This guy can see me. The Newcastle Watson team behind us.
2 on the platform on the left.
More
E8
cells here. They have triple blue.
shots.
These guys had literally fucking jack shit.
Yeah, they didn't have much.
There's a Horizon and a Seer on this platform.
There's no line mag. I'm going back.
I have to drop off height. They're just like double chowing me.
We still just hold this. We cannot let them walk up. Like, play the roof. Can you not play the roof?
The problem is I'm getting shot in the back and in the front.
The team in the back is being a problem.
Yeah. These guys are scared to play the spot this team just died at. They're not walking up at all. I'm 11-1 with no line mag, so.
I am 7-1.
Yeah.
I'm 12-3.
You gotta drop him some shit, Evan.
Okay, I'm coming to you, Jordan.
At the bat. You need to drop me a bat at least.
Dropping you a bat here. 2 cells.
Never mind, darlings.
Maybe it's sealed you or something. I don't know.
You want to take their spot or hold this?
I just don't want to die the same way they did in that spot. There's a team in this RV still, right?
Let's head in that direction.
I don't know.
There's a gen down in there, so it looks like it.
Yeah, Watson.
Are you heartbeating anyone in the tunnel?
No, I don't see anybody in the tunnel. I don't know the far north tunnel though.
Okay.
He's just playing the fucking mountain right here. The mountain. He's on top of the mountain right on my ping. A Balkan scan.
Just watch our no-name side.
Alright, we should probably push no name.
Right now? Okay. Which house?
I have to move quite a way.
Yes, it's very, very interesting, and that is the zone 4 shift that we talk about quite a lot, right? We're seeing they just pull away from where people are predicting, and
We'll have to.
52 blue on one.
Somebody in the Dorito.
We can easily just get fuse fucked.
Wait, I think there's a guy. There's a guy on the far end.
Team in the RV, nobody.
Okay.
Charge rifle shots.
Scouting over here. Seeing what's
Yeah,
free.
like, is this?
This rock is free, but we need like the top. With that guy in the needle, we're just gonna be fucked.
Team playing there. We can play in this little pocket here.
If this team, the team on needle is gonna have all of height. They're gonna have free control over us.
Do they have all of Overlook?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think the guy on needle is same as this team.
Even this?
I think yeah. I think they're holding all of it.
And then we could take one, no? We can honestly take Needle. Is Needle in?
Yeah, Needle's
yeah,
in,
we could take Needle with a castle.
Yeah. We have to get close enough for me to do that, though.
Oh, that'd be spicy.
Blowing him,
I want to see that.
This guy's just gonna give us an issue here.
I hit him 90.
What if we Valcult and he like slams to you and knocks him off?
That's risky.
I'm
I
gonna
can
nade
probably
for it.
get up to the RV right
seconds.
here. I'm walking up to the RV.
Okay.
Walking him left right now.
I want to see him pull that off.
Needle?
He's holding close.
This is gonna be difficult. I think we just back up and Valcult.
Yeah, they're holding close.
Alright, at the back square. Can you put a cube down though?
You gotta come back and Valcult to me now.
We gotta
I might die.
Right away, Scurry. Bat. Hit it here.
Are you on?
Alright, let's see what's going.
They're above us. He's not on Needle.
Go needle in, yeah. Take needle.
Line on the other side.
Fuck!
Ah, just knocked out of the air.
You have nades. They're gonna have.
They're queuing.
Park inside.
I did really well on that one.
You have a good. You can't come up.
Probably tomorrow.
I'm gonna res, yeah. I tried the valve.
One is under you. He's flying up.
Oh, man.
Who the fuck did you die to, bro?
Just took it back.
There's a charge rifle here.
I need the loot as well. I'm low on ammo.
Someone look, please.
I'm looking.
How many bats do we have? I got this gold.
I have two bats. I'm grabbing this charge rifle.
Find the other body if you want.
I'll excel there.
Nothing on scan. I'm 11-3.
Alt excel here. Pop that alt excel if you need it.
I have my ult.
I have 2 alt excels on me. I'm holding 2 alt excels.
I'm popping this alt excel. Go claim space, guys. I need to pop this alt excel. I'm sitting on high with the charge rifle before we have to walk in. Check what's safe, Jordan. Like what's open.
I have someone on scan over here.
These rocks here are safe on me.
Underneath. In the tunnel.
We're full safe on me. This is.
In the tunnel.
We're full safe on me. This is.
Enemy spotted.
One person stay at the house. I got it.
South.
Evan, can you sit back?
Jason's going to move in from the east.
Zigzagging fences here. We should get KP on these string tracks, or even maybe when we're thirding this fucking right side.
Season still got the tunnel.
We should not try to let a team take this fucking thing from us. So just be sitting in the open if they do.
You should spam fences there too. We only need 1 X at the zip line. We don't need 2 minutes. They're not gonna.
I'm going up the fence so if I don't get fucking beamed.
I'm getting drone in the sky for you. I'm not over you right now. There's someone over here. The fight happens right here. It might be worth going up and taking their spot.
Should I pop my Optic Cell for a gen?
All right, Optics Valkyrie.
We might be able to stretch all the way to the rock and get the height on that
There's a
rock.
team. There's a team on the height right here.
All right.
Maybe we play right here.
We can play this potentially on ping.
Okay, I'm going to it. There's a team on your left.
I know there's a team right above us on their ramp.
They're
Crouch on me, crouch
aping.
on me.
I ulted.
I'm not sure.
Careful, dude. Christ, I crouch on me.
Not sure why
We
y'all.
have to worry about the height over here.
Sniped by super close.
We need to get like southeast.
It's a team west.
I need to be
Right
harping
here.
like
Right
east
here,
and
right here.
southeast. Try the man. Yeah, I'm sliding down on him.
Look down, look down, look down.
Oh, TSM.
Good all, really good all. I'm vaping.
Let's go, Optic. Let's come on. Gets the horizon out of the air. Ooh, got knocked.
Last one.
I got naded. There's another team.
Optic's out. Furia was out. Heck is out. First attempt is out. Who we got left on standing?
I threw my ult because I was like the last one to land, and I saw all three push like towards you guys.
I have one bat. Make sure we're
I have
not
one bat
getting
as
weird,
well.
Jordan, please.
I have one bat as well.
Okay. Everyone's a full team.
I think these are the 4 teams up.
Do we jump on this team on low ground?
4 teams out. Sentinels are still up.
The team below us, right? You have 100%. I don't have ult.
I have 3 Optic Cells. You guys have ult?
No, I don't. Give it to me.
20 seconds. We need to destroy this drone.
We have to get here. We have to get to my ping, I think. This team. These guys just.
Look at this coach under us, bro.
Yeah, I think we Valko. I think we Valko and play underneath. Like play the cliff side.
All right.
Play this cliff side.
I'm gonna get canceled. I can't.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Can we just
Listen,
kill
we
the
can chill. Team below. Yes.
Walking forward.
We have to just jump.
Shut up on the whole server, bro.
I'm gonna look for an EMP here. Don't take damage.
Dropping.
Waiting for the start. Waiting for.
Dude, Watson one in the pipe. One. Swinging down. Behind me. Put it on. Nice.
They're all dead.
Back that her.
TSM just rolled. Sentinels.
Just play there. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm trying to finish. I'm trying. I'm trying to finish. I can't.
Okay, it's a solo on the bottom right. I'm not gonna have Gen.
I'm on this rock.
Refs is still gonna rat.
You guys are gonna have to try to. You need to EMP them when we have to walk up, I think, Kenny. Like, actually.
One has gold, the other 2 have red.
First attempt.
They're moping.
I don't really know how we're able to walk up. Okay, once they start looking at the Moby, we need to walk up and just play against their wall. We need to try to get against their wall somehow.
Isn't this head glitch fine?
Maybe.
Yeah,
but...
I don't think we should go all the way under them.
Okay.
I don't know.
I just don't want to be triple grouped there. Yeah, they're dropping. We need to walk up. There's only one guy on the height.
43.
Walk up.
I have to heal. I'm being shot.
I'm walking all the way up. I'm literally all the way up.
They killed them. That's not good.
Okay. I'm just playing under them. I'm fine.
They queued up above you.
Yeah, I'm good here. They don't know I'm here.
They're seer. Me and Hacker in the same spot. This is terrible. We're getting naded.
Yeah, if they drop, I'm gonna try to kill one.
Yeah, honestly, I think so well, but still, what? 18 points. Get on the guy behind him. Get on his back. Get on him. Let's fucking go.
Esports Arena. Let's
go, bro.
EA.
I think the caffeine worked.
I fucking told you, bro. Fucking told you. We're fucking winning.
We have our Apex champions.
Dude. Let's go.
I could have whipped him last year,
I really have. Holy shit. I have all of you down, like except for Luda, because he's the only one not shouting. I have all of you guys down so much lower.
Bro, this is me shouting. Shut up.
Loki kind of.
Alright, can't switch scenes because there's an ad playing on the main broadcast team, but it's looking good so far. E8 pulls off a win in first map, World's Edge. GG's to them, GG's to them. E8, anybody's fan favorite in the chat?
I think when it came down to it, they held the perfect spot. They were really, really aggressive. There are a lot of teams that had highlights in that situation. But for me, it was the execution of going down and picking up reps. They saw the mobile respawn beacon. I thought they were getting greedy. Let the solo do what the solo's going to do. But they realized, you know, if he gets alive, this is a game that we are going to maybe lose now. We can't fight 2-3s, so we have to take our risks there. They had the gravity lift to get back up. I thought that was just perfection from ESA. And they really even kind of baited out Season from moving from a pretty decent covered spot.
Yeah, great percentage plays from ESA. They made sure they left one player there just to watch over Season to make sure it couldn't be a push from Season. I was saying Season need to react every single time they saw that kill feed happening, but because ESA were so flawless with their push onto TSM, there was never a chance for Season to try and take advantage of it. And considering the fact ESA hadn't found a victory on World's Edge just yet, that's an incredible way to start your day. In fact, they've never even placed top 3 on World's Edge so far this split. So maybe today is going to be entirely different from what we've seen so far. Maybe the fact this is your last chance to really pick up points before regional finals. We're going to see some teams really throwing themselves into these games.
I mean, you have to think about this too as we kind of go through some of the biggest moments in Game 1. What these teams are playing for feels like kind of hard to describe, because if you're in 14th place, 15th place, you don't think you can jump into top 9 because a lot of the teams in top 9 are playing. They're going to push ahead. So maybe you're in 11th, 12th. What does that mean? Well, even if you don't win the regional final, right? You don't get that final match point, but you get second. That's 21 more points. Those points count, and you may actually find your spot and land next final, even if you don't win. So I think people need to realize ESA having a big game here may not mean as much today as it will on Sunday, and how it sets them up for a chance to qualify on points.
Yeah, every point matters, every kill matters. It could be the difference from you getting to LAN or not, and we know how desperate all of these players are to play on LAN once more. It's why they do it. It's why we all do it, right? LAN is the place to be. It's such an amazing environment. And you've got to get it done on these online shows. You've got to get it done in these online tournaments, and sometimes it can come down to just knuckling down, doing your research, making sure you are getting in as many scrim practices as possible so that you can get these final circles, so that you know how to play, so you know how to navigate them. And clearly ESA have been working on things. They knew full well if they played late beacon information, they would have one up on some of these other squads, and they were able to get one of the priority positions because of that. Excellently played, and I loved watching every second of it. I'll have to go back and watch the multi-view to make sure I see how they navigated their way from that zone 4 to zone 5.
I mean, that was kind of too the surprise, that they seemed to be in a difficult spot, but they ended up here, the perfect position, and obviously shooting down TSM and taking care of Sentinels who were below in the train tracks. And what a play from Reps to actually do it here, clutching up not only with the car spray, but then with the G7 Scout to the dome. This is his POV right here. Look at that. It doesn't get any better. Once you saw the shield crack in the 47, you felt good about it, but it was all ESA from that point on, and they made sure with the Scout, with the Arc Stars, there was just nowhere that Season could go. 9 points from them. It's going to finish that way because obviously it would be Esports Arena who would claim not only the extra 3, but also the extra 3 KP. And so it puts them at 23 points. A great start for them. But can we just talk about Season? No kill points, and TSM 11, which means overall in the day, TSM only 5 points short from what Esports Arena put together. It shows you how well they are playing. And Sentinel's a team that desperately needs to find points because they're in the relegation situation. Text last week for playing with them have 9 points. That's a great start for them. Dan, first attempt also getting a lot as well. And take us through page 2 of game 1.
Well, we talk about points to prove. We talk about those who are maybe on the brink of elimination, relegation, as you say. Sentinels with a fantastic starting performance. FaZe, who are right on the bubble, they are in 20th position, and a team like Sentinels maybe could take them off that spot if they were to have an incredible game week. So FaZe need to make sure they find a level of consistency today. They need to be getting more points than just 1 per game if they want to be holding on to that top 20 spot.
Yeah, that's now how I'm thinking about it and how I want you all to look at it, because as we see the overall standings for today, those top teams right now, they're fighting, yes, for their position. They're fighting to maybe try to set up a great regional final and get into it, but also they're setting themselves up so if they top 5 in the regional final, they don't win, but they still top 5, they'll have a chance to go to land. That is all you could ask for. But it's still a lot to ask for in a lobby this stacked. We're going to go to break. When we come back, game 2 here in our North America Day 9.
Where they're playing today, they're going to overtake Liquid. Liquid's not playing today. Space Station, if they don't pull out something decent, they might not take the top 10. Not even go finish. Back.
WD Black, the official storage partner of the Apex Legends Global Series.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Rain Day here with Dan Gaskin, ready to cast game 2 after a very eventful, Dan, game number 1. You could say that, with TSM putting on the KP, and also Season and Esports Arena going back and forth at it. Esports Arena taking game 1 in a strong and very convincing fashion. In game 2, what will be bestowed on us? I don't know, but I certainly think that everyone has come to play. And I would have been surprised if Furia and Optic were in that. They unfortunately kind of cannibalized each other in that skirmish, trying to get to what was a very crazy Zone 4 pull.
Yeah, that was a horrible pull for a lot of teams. As I said during the cast, like, no rooms to play, really, no buildings to play. It was all a lot of open areas. So as soon as it shifted to Zone 5, everyone kind of panicked. Everyone started taking fights. Everyone was trying to third party. Some people just trying to get in the zone to survive. All the meanwhile, Season hadn't really shot anyone for the entire game, got no kills, but still got second place because they had constant God spot.
3-man rat squad.
It wasn't the actual God spot when we got to that final circle because they didn't have the high ground and they weren't able to push up and take advantage of their positioning. But they still got 9 points. They'll still be happy with it. We'll see how they progress going into game 2 here.
It's going to be a great day of Apex Legends for all of us here in the chat and are watching on the stream, rooting on your favorite team. Make sure to let us know who you got taking it into the top 20. Also, sending your prayers for those who might be in the relegation fight. Sentinels, the team we had just mentioned, maybe needing a top 5 as we look to land here in World's Edge for our second game of 3 that we'll play on this map. Dan, we've got, seems like no early skirmishes. Everyone pretty separate and doing a good job looting up without too much controversy here to start game 2.
Well, this is going to be a very interesting circle. We're going down south. We have teams like TSM, LG, EA, Optic, Esports Arena, Season, and First Attempt, who are pretty much all within that circle and all have beacon information as well. So a lot of these priority positions at the beginning of the game are going to be taken by those who land very close to where that circle is pulled. That means it's going to be really tough for those who are rotating late, who are playing edge, to get into those prior positions as we get towards the end of the game. So they're either going to have to take risks or they're going to have to try and bully their way into those circles. This could be a great game for the likes of TSM, just based on where this circle, to see though how they play it and how they rotate.
First attempt
anywhere towards us. They might come back this way to look for us. Be careful.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to fight us at some point.
Alright, let's go. Let's start looting.
I'll take that back.
I'll go for you.
Going through tunnel.
That way. Come on.
Asking you shout. Bruiser.
Close range.
Yeah. Nick, you're gonna be ranged. Swap me armors.
Yeah. I will in a second. Another bruiser. Are you right here? Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, G? You good?
I have charge copper right now. I go get that R3.
I could put that to use.
I have a purple sniper sucker for someone. There's another
Peter,
purple in there, by the way.
And Charles? Yeah, I'm
yeah, go get your Peter and shit or whatever.
Yep.
You'll be you're gonna be by yourself. Going Charles.
Careful
Careful with Furia. Like I said, they have no beacon anywhere on their way to zone, so they might just like to come back.
No, I agree completely.
And then FaZe is on their goofy shit today. So.
I need a heavy mag or a high mag if you see one.
I think I hear him shooting already on this side. They're probably just rotating that way.
Level 3.
Sounds far. Make sure we have white meds. We're gonna have to craft medis.
Lava Fisher maybe.
Oh yeah, we'll probably go lava, maybe the landslide.
Looking to pick up KP in what is going to be a very tough circle for the late rotators. ORN already looking to try and get aggressive here. It's 100 Thieves who are on the other side.
Dealing with in-game and in real-life adversity. ORN, a team that has a lot of fan favorites.
Right here, probably.
Never mind. We got double Valkyrie.
Yeah, they missed me with that. Lose and just run around.
They are going to be at the regional finals, but they don't want to drop the ball here in what is essentially the penultimate week. They want to still be getting to LAN, and they want to be making sure they get those points. As we said, there was about a points total of around 87 to get into playoffs from EMEA, or to guarantee your spot at LAN a little bit earlier on. Might be different here in North America, but 100 Thieves certainly don't want too many teams to be catching up to their points total going into regionals. Otherwise, of course, they may drop out of one of those top 9 positions and be forced to win on match point, which is not going to be an easy feat considering how many incredible teams are going to be in those regional finals. But there is that map overhead. There is all those teams that have head on down towards Tree. You can barely even tell which teams are there just because they're all on top of each other right now. I'm very impressed, though, that everyone has pretty much been able to find somewhere to play without there being...
Look how close this is. That's crazy.
You know, 2020, too many years passed. They're all crumpled and squished next to each other, and they have no problems with doing that down below. And of course, fine.
I have 3 bats, 4 cells, so try not to burn any meds till late game.
Kind of the point. You want to have some place that hopefully you can catch a few teams rotating. Here it is, ORN. They've made a big rotation, and also look at this. They're up against tripods who have 1 point themselves. Nick Merckx on the car, looking to find one. Deeds will take down Rocker as well. So Nick Merckx gonna hit a med kit, try to join up. It's now 3 versus 2, and so this should be tripods able to move forward, but the only thing they don't have going for them is they gotta fight into the choke, and damn, that's always something that's very precarious. You don't want to give...
Careful for Optic, they might be in this choke.
Don't see them.
Yeah,
on my roof, on my roof.
Queuing up. Obviously on top of Diner, Nick.
Wait, where's my fucking sight, man? God damn it. I dropped my 2 to 4 over there. I gotta go back and get it.
I need more medis. If you guys could
I have 3 and a Feeny. I can drop you. I have no juice.
Just have enough to get to the fissure. We'll be fine.
Medkit here.
There might be a new team.
I don't think so.
Have you crafted yet?
It's just rotate. No.
Okay.
We'll go
I Valkyrie.
Yeah, they're running. The Valk. It's the Valk. It's the Valk.
Come on.
We all have to heal. We all have to heal.
That's fine.
Everybody hit a med kit. Everybody hit a med kit. I'm walking over to you. Are you guys healing?
Yeah, we're healing.
Okay. I'm coming. We do gotta go. We shouldn't fuck around zone.
Yeah. Hit the fissure. Get our whites. We can chill it.
I say we just all get a med kit or two and go, man. Like, we don't really need to do too much here. I have a medi and I have a Feeny and 4 ridges. Do you want me to give you something here?
I have one medi, so you gotta grab the juices.
Surges. You're good.
Alright, I'm trying to out the med kit and like 2 bats. I only have 1 bat.
Okay.
Nice, you got that, but then.
I got a knock. I knocked the Valk.
That's fine.
Nice. I'm probably in shambles then.
Grab them all.
A lot of nades on this grafter as well. I'm just grafting medis right now.
But they don't have the crypto, so it's not going to be easy because, of course, you expose yourself. It's unlikely SSG would get that beacon information. It's going to be those who have a crypto. But to be honest, if you've banked on tree this early, there's not going to be much room to play with anyway. You have to just stick with your building and stick with whatever comes. Roll with the punches a little bit because as soon as that zone shifts, you're not going to have much of a chance to really change your positioning. Instead, you're going to have to fight your way out and fight all of the squads that have been able to move there already. Because as you can see,
and we try to like fight it from this side, that hill, because the third.
Everyone to check tunnel again. I can give you our shield. On the repair.
Watch your back. Enemy there.
Having a decent performance in game 1. It doesn't look promising now with only 1 member of Sentinels. If you recall, they are 14 points, which means a 5th place or more just to get into 2nd place, and that's assuming FaZe doesn't add any more to the tally. E8, though, looking to add 1 onto LG as they're now facing off. Mercy me. Niazul will clean that one up. E8 will go down, and LG will look to stabilize here as that's the 2nd squad to drop, but they hear a drone outside, and Yanya has not been able to get picked up yet. Jaguares is actually going to be the one who is helped to his feet as Yanya and Niazul look to just hold here. Good fight won, but still more fighting on the horizon.
they just couldn't live in perfect harmony, could they? They couldn't just accept the fact they both were in the same building. That fight just seemed to be inevitable. It was going to happen at some point. They kept having a couple of shots against one another, waited for the perfect moment, and Luminosity will be delighted they come out on top. It gives them a little bit more security in that building down at Tree, and perhaps it could result in a victory if that circle keeps pulling towards them. But I imagine it's going to pull down towards Thermal Station on the southeast side of Thermal Station, but we'll have to wait and see because we have seen some pretty crazy Zone 4 shifts throughout the ALGS. As on the outside of all this commotion, BR Demons, they've been trying to make their rotation, but it seems like they're being gatekept. FaZe are on the train tracks.
Oh, here we go.
Looking to try and maybe get some KP here.
Slurpee diving in, Volt crosshairs aimed in front of him, walking that one 2 times. Albert Lilly on the anchor. And doing a lot right there. Might as well have dropped it with how much damage that did. Crack onto the purple, snipe down. Beast of the hunt,
full on running.
Ready to roll. Finding KP is his strategy. It's not a complicated one, but it's one he's been the best at in multiple FPS games for his entire career. But he's going to back off. He'll get those scans every 8 seconds when he's in that ultimate. But as it is now, fall into the wayside. It'll be time to just slow it down. It was BR Demons who they were looking at, but can't quite say that it's worth it, Dan, to really push that one.
Look at that shift as well towards the train station of Thermal. Means that a lot of those teams that were on the other side of that kind of mountain are going to have to move all the way around and have a horrible rotation where they're going to be held out by teams in the train.
I don't have Cyril.
I know.
64%.
I'm just sitting on the doors here.
Flash, one's flash.
Caustic. I tried Caustic too.
One got knocked.
Full killed him. There's a team playing this low ground.
There's a team in.
We came from.
Yeah.
They're rewarded for it.
FaZe rocking a different approach. We're not in the zone, they say, so why would we worry about it? In fact, you could tell it was part of the composition. Slurpee, Alberlelli, snipe down on the horizon. The Bloodhound and the Bangalore, a composition we've seen thrive, Dan, in Stormpoint. Not necessarily this meta in World's Edge. This is a little bit more of the riskier kind of lineup testing, but we know Albert Lilly is so accustomed to that, prioritizing the catalyst in multiple situations over the last few game days. FaZe now need a result, though. So tried and true for Bloodhound and Snipe Down. That's a pairing match made in heaven. Albert Lilly on the Bangalore.
Sure,
a lot to prove here. A difficult character to play. You're in the action simultaneously, IGLing for your squad. But if anyone could do it, Mac has proven that he has that ability. And FaZe now have a task, like you had mentioned, to try to get in this circle somehow. They do not want to see BR Demons on their back any longer. They will have a lot in front of them, as well as TSM, who have been fighting for the first spot to say we are the best and we are back, heading into the regional final, heading into LAN. TSM, they got a lot to prove today. Let's go ahead and listen in and see what they'll be doing here in this final round of 3.
It's a trio. Hold on, we got a Vulcan. Team still there. Love team is still there. Hold on, I'm scouting something. It's a duo inside.
Spotted a bumper over there.
Tunnel. Were they Vulcan from height? I think they Vulcan from height. Can we Vulcan too? Can we Vulcan now? We look for the spot. Over here. Somebody get canceled. I think we go for height, where we wanted to go early in the game. Because I think they left. No, there's a team there. Did we go to the fence, maybe? We can take fence in 30 seconds. I think we take fence, yeah. Our jetpack triggered. I know, same. There's a team landing there now. It's a duo right here! It's a duo! One swinging left. Help me, bro! One shot horizon. Nice. Wait, one more, nice. Give me the corner. Punch me in the corner, please. Punch me. Sticking it. Dump armor if you can.
Oh, he's in there.
Yep. I'm looking for you, Hal. I'm trying to take space. Down there. We must go. Should be in there. The Bangalore team. We want to take space. Can you walk up and Q on them? Yeah, you have Cyril. We should get above them. We have a chance. You ready? Oh, yeah. Watch the team on height. I'm doing it. 60 on 1. Shoot her at them. Horizon 1. He's dead. I'm jumping down. Cracked one. He's low. Help. Res. I'm watching. They're not pushing. I'm batting.
Hal seems most aggressive, and he's usually the first ball, at least recently. Reason why he's one of the best. These things happen.
Down twice, but not out. TSM survived the gauntlet, and they make it alive. Dan.
They're in a bad spot. They've got to get some movement, and they've got to move out.
11 squads are left.
I mean, even I'm sweating listening to those comms. So intense, but you can feel the passion, and for good reason. They were tough fights to try and come out of, especially when you lose one of your players and they get knocked. Very important. You get back up and you reset as quick as possible. All the meanwhile, we were in that listening. We saw another zone shift, again, back towards that building in the southeast of Thermal Station. There are 2 teams that have predicted that. Luminosity and Season, and also the Guard are right in the middle in one of the best positions right now. Furia, they've got to try and fight their way into this next circle, utilizing the Bangalore smoke as best as their ability to cut off that vision, to stay alive, but also try and pick up the pieces, utilizing the Bloodhound scan at the same time. But this is not going to be fun for them whatsoever.
Beast of the Hun is activated. Panders will get the Bocek bow out and find Mini in the line of sights. None connect just yet, and they'll use it to rotate, scan ahead. And he's going to get that back. 8 seconds with the heirloom in hand. Panders, a man on a mission. Can Furia find a spot here in the zone? 13 seconds left. We'll see if they can handle it on that ultimate. Otherwise, they're going to have to reset. Rep's in trouble, too. And he's going down, but not quite out yet. A battery will there. Oh, it'll cancel his battery. Verholst is going to have to do some work here. They've called upon the young man this season to step it up, and he certainly has. Can he buy enough time for Reps and Hal to get back into this fight as they rotate? Meanwhile, on your kill feed, you see Nox going down. Optic Gaming will fall to TSM. Oh, it's an uphill battle in all senses of the word, Dan. I'm not sure they're going to be able to get out of this. Arcstar is flying, and the team looking to peek. Verholst going to have to pull out a miracle. TSM may just be out.
Yeah, TSM getting grief now by first attempt. It was Optic Gaming holding them out before, but then Optic get wiped. Again, it's Optic and TSM making a very similar rotation, but both being punished as first attempt try and finish off TSM here. Verhos has gone down, Reps has gone down. Just Hell trying to survive. The good thing is that first attempt have lost players as well. You can see Oxy Aries has already been taken down. They do have the banner as TSM just trying to desperately hold on to any sort of coverage they can. Try and get those reses. There is still a chance for stabilization here. As I say, that one player gets shot out of the air as they try and make the move, as both players will be taken down. TSM get eliminated. 7 squads now remain.
Oh, nice shot with the bow. The beast.
To the southeast side of Thermal Station.
Stop it, Inamigo. Call him Legolas on the bow. The bow check is absolutely slamming home the arrows and letting people know that even though they're down to 2, they might as well have the firepower of 3. That is what LG has been so good at. And Inamigo formerly on that squad showing that, hey, I still got what I brought to that squad before. First attempt will fall here. Inamigo, can he clutch up again? No, it's not enough. But 6 squads left, and it's the guard who are back in alive. Keon, what a player this season, Dan. Has to go big for his team too, but they're getting pushed on the backside.
Fury is rolling up.
Furia, who are now the ones with Vocek in the hand. Panders firing on all cylinders, hitting so many shots, and Furia are looking good here.
The fact Fury have been able to bully their way into this circle is incredible, and they give themselves a real shot at winning this game. We get down to our last 5. It's another circle with a lot of open area, very little objects to hide yourself behind.
Furia.
LG were in this building all game long, and now they're going to have to push out. As well, our esports arena, who are on the other side, they've got a little bit of rock coverage.
Oh, they don't like rats. They're hunting rats.
As soon as they're forced into that open space, it's all going to be about fighting your way in with the ring here. 3 squads remaining: esports arena, LG, and Furia.
Furia in a great position. LG having the high ground, but Furia with the pace that they've been running, and look at the shielding.
Yeah, by myself.
2 reds versus LG's.
Nobody even said they wanted to be involved. So I'm just seeing how it works.
Ready to complete what has been decimation thus far in game number 2. Panders trying to climb in. 1 shot with a Bojek should be enough.
That's good stuff. Oh, Mom, that's probably one of my top 5 favorite things, and we only need it twice a year.
I'm not sure if this is from the other team or if this is from where they're fighting, but it hurts his Watson. Oh no, Furia didn't anticipate this. Panders might be going down too. That has totally shifted the fight in LG's favor.
Is out.
Jaguares defensive bombardment that saves them. LG come out on top, and it's the youngster Yanya who has got to go 2v1
Luminosity and esports arena.
And Capra Furia, esports arena, excuse me. Boney has done so well to collect these moments in the past, but it is going up
1v2.
One of the hottest stars in all of the ALGS in Yanya. Can they do it? It's going to be 1, and it's going to be 2.
1v1, let's go.
Finishes it off.
Esports arena.
Esports arena will clean it up. They will take the win. Capra will clutch for his squad, and as a duo, they'll take down LG and Furia in game number 2.
I mean, ESA will be thanking their lucky stars. They were just a duo. They were waiting patiently, hoping for an engagement to happen. And as soon as they did, they took the high ground. They were drilling in the back of Furia, and Furia were probably thinking, oh, for goodness sake, we were hoping it was going to be a rat. But you can say Furia maybe getting too aggressive, maybe not waiting and being as patient as they could have been, and it really did open up for the back-to-back from ESA. I had said they hadn't found a victory on World's Edge yet. They hadn't even had top 3 on World's Edge yet, and now they get another victory.
I mean, Mark, it seems like it could be a coincidence if it wasn't for having only 2 members. ESA are just playing at that level today.
Yeah, they certainly are, and let's put it into perspective, right? Coming into today's action, before we kicked off, ESA were in 14th position. Top 9, that's where you want to be at the end of the regional finals, at the end of Sunday to go to LAN. They are giving themselves a great chance at that. 2 back-to-back wins in the first 2 games of the day is massive for them, but we should also caveat, Furia, they had a lot of kills in that game. A lot of kills in that game, and they got in the top 3 as well, so expect to see them rocket up the leaderboards as well.
It could be one of those season games that we just saw, you know, season finishing 2nd, but only 9 points because they didn't get any KP. Furia, the exact opposite. Capra, Phony, you know, they got 3 kills there at least.
Watch, we'll see how this turned out. Thanks to anybody that stopped by. Make sure you guys go to their Play Apex stream.